Should you move to North County, San Diego? Everyone talks about how amazing it is, and it is, but nobody tells you the stuff that makes people regret relocating here. The short answer, yes, it is worth the move for the right person. Last year, our team helped 21 families buy and sell over $34 million in North County, San Diego real estate, and I still live here myself. I'm going to share 5 honest reasons not to move here. Things most relocators don't discover until after they've unpacked. And number 5 is the one that even catches people from expensive cities off guard. If you're considering relocating to North County, San Diego, this honest list review will help you make a better decision. These 5 downsides come directly from my client feedback, my personal experience living here, and the questions I hear the most from people after they move. I'm not trying to talk you out of moving here. I'm helping you understand the trade-offs so that you can decide if North County, San Diego living is right for your lifestyle. Some of these things might be deal breakers for you, others might be totally fine. And that's the point. Let's start with the one that catches everyone off guard. You already know homes in North County, San Diego are expensive. If you're watching this video, you've probably already looked at prices. 1.8 million in Carlsbad, or 2.2 million in Encinitas, or 3.5 in La Jolla. That's not what catches people. What catches people is the annual cost of owning that home. Let me break it down. On a $3 million home, you're looking at property taxes around $30,000 per year. Homeowners insurance, especially in high fire risk areas, can run $14,000 to $20,000 annually. If you happen to choose a Melrose district or an HOA, add another $5,000 to $15,000 per year. Before your mortgage payment, you're spending $45,000 to $60,000 per year just to own the home. Then there's California state income tax, up to 13.3% for top income earners. If your household income is between $400,000 to $600,000, you're probably closer to 7.6%. But still, that's a chunk. But that $40,000 to $60,000 or more per year, you wouldn't be paying in states like Texas, Florida, Tennessee, or Washington. That number alone changes the math for a lot of families. For example, a client relocated from Scottsdale with a $2.5 million budget, expecting a single-family home with an ocean view. They finally decided on a beautiful home 2 miles inland, no view. The home was great, but between the carrying costs and the state income tax, the total annual cost of living was $55,000 more than what they were paying in Arizona. This isn't about whether you can afford it, it's about whether the lifestyle you get matches what you're paying for. People see San Diego and think laid-back beach town. Then they hit the I-5 and the 56 or the 805 corridors during rush hour. The I-5 from Oceanside to downtown San Diego is about 40 miles and should take you about 45 minutes. But this route regularly takes about 90 minutes during morning commute each way. Specific pain points? Southbound I-5 through La Jolla. From 4 to 6 p.m. is a parking lot. During those same hours, northbound, starting in Del Mar through Encinitas, backs up daily. And this same Del Mar, Solana Beach, Encinitas stretch goes to the next level in the summertime during horse season or when the Del Mar Fair is running. If you travel this area much, you'll have the Del Mar Fairgrounds and race schedule memorized. Then further north in Carlsbad area at the 78 and the I-5, this same jam happens southbound daily at 7:30 to 10 a.m. and again in the afternoons from about 4 to 6 p.m. There's no subway, no light rail connecting North County and coastal cities. The coaster train is limited and doesn't serve most neighborhoods, but does have stops in Serena Valley, which is near La Jolla, Solana Beach, Encinitas, 2 stops in Carlsbad and 1 in Oceanside. Also keep in mind, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, add beach traffic and tourism to all the routes. A 15-minute drive to the coast becomes 45 minutes on summer weekends. If you're commuting to downtown San Diego, La Jolla, or anywhere central or South County for work, just factor in another 90 to 120 minutes. But traffic isn't the only seasonal challenge. Most people moving to North County, San Diego don't factor in fire season until it's here. Then October hits and the Santa Ana winds start, and you get your first evacuation warning. In January of 2025, the Border 2 fire burned 6,200 acres near the Otay Mountain Wilderness. The winds reached 100 miles per hour. It was fully contained and there was no structural damage, but it redefined what fire season means for San Diegans. It's not just about fall anymore. Communities near open space are higher risk parts like Escondido, Poway, Scripps Ranch, and Tierra Santa. Coastal areas fare better, but insurance companies don't always see it this way. Homeowners insurance costs have skyrocketed. Some carriers have stopped writing policies in California altogether. I'm seeing cases where a $1.3 million home in Julian has a $14,000 per year insurance bill. A $5.5 million home in Poway pays $20,000 per year. Here's a tip from experience. Never remove your inspection contingency on a North County home until securing a preliminary insurance binder. I've seen buyers fall in love with a property only to discover after they're in contract that no carrier will cover it at a reasonable rate. Know your insurance number before you commit. It's not just about the risk. It's about living with the air quality alerts, keeping to-go bags packed, and watching fire maps every fall. People who lived in wildfire-prone areas like Colorado and other parts of California, they adjust faster. First-timers find this stressful. Quick favor, if this video is helping you make a better decision about your move, hit subscribe. I post videos like this every week to help relocators navigate North County, San Diego. Inventory is tight. Multiple offers are still common on well-priced properties, and sellers aren't budging, especially in desirable coastal neighborhoods. With 30-year mortgage rates just now dipping under 6%, borrowing costs are moderate but not low. North County inventory peaks in the first 3 weeks of June and hits its lowest point in the third week of December. But demand goes up and down at those times also, so there's a minimal seasonal variation and it's consistently tight supply. If you're waiting for a crash or a buyer's market, you could be waiting for years. This area has strong fundamentals, high demand, limited buildable land, desirable lifestyle. You need to come in ready to compete. Here's the one that surprises most people, especially if you're coming from a big city. A lot of relocators think they're getting Southern California's beach lifestyle with big city amenities. North County is laid-back suburban beach towns, and that's very different. If you're coming from a place with world-class dining, theater, a strong art scene, or built-in social community, you'll feel the difference. What you get instead? Breweries, casual beach restaurants, farmers markets, outdoor activities, family-friendly communities. It's more about the Saturday morning surf session and coffee than the dinner spot everyone's talking about. The social scene is different too. If your kids are grown and you're starting fresh in a new city, building a social circle takes real effort here. There's no one downtown district where everyone gathers. Communities are spread out and people tend to stick to their neighborhoods. The people who thrive here are the ones that are active in golf or surf or they hike or join clubs. If you're someone who builds your social life around activities and the outdoors, you're gonna love it. If you're looking for a walkable urban lifestyle with culture on every corner, North County isn't that. The closest you'll get to that is La Jolla, but that's nothing like a big city social scene. Now here's what nobody tells you about these 5 reasons. I just gave you 5 solid reasons not to move here, and I still live here, and I'm not leaving. The cost of living is high, but so is the quality of life. Traffic exists, but you're not sitting in LA or Bay Area traffic. With flexibility, you can avoid most of it. Fire risk is real, but so is hurricane, tornado, flood risk everywhere else. Just don't pick a high fire risk house, and it's a non-issue. So let's say you've built your career, your kids are grown or nearly there, and you're ready to trade off the grind for a 70-degree morning and ocean air. This is your place. The weather never stops me from doing the things that I want to do. Keeping active, seeing friends, watching my kids play sports. The biggest thing, being part of a like-minded community committed to lifestyle and living their dream. So what's the takeaway? Cost of living, traffic, fire season, competitive market, and lifestyle fit. Do you notice what all these have in common? They're about expectations. The people who regret moving here are the ones who don't do their homework. If you're considering relocating to North County, San Diego, use this as your reality check. If these trade-offs sound manageable, you're probably a good fit. If they sound like deal breakers, better to know now. I'm not here to sell you on moving here. I'm here to help you make the right decision for your life. And if you want help making that decision, I put together a private North County relocation strategy guide. It covers neighborhoods, schools, tax implications, commute analysis, and the real costs most agents won't break down for you. The link to download it is right below in the description. If you're further along and ready to talk specifics about your budget, your timeline, which neighborhood actually fits your lifestyle, schedule a private consultation with me. That link is in the description below too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.